The girl immediately saw through it that the adopted daughter was about to pour paint on her second brother's painting and frame her for destroying it. But unexpectedly, her parents and brothers could all hear her thoughts. At first, they didn't believe her, because the adopted daughter had always been obedient and kind. However, the next second, they heard a commotion upstairs. They hurried to the studio and witnessed the adopted daughter framing the girl. And the reason the girl could foresee everything was because she had been reborn. In her previous life, the adopted daughter had schemed to drive her away, causing the eldest brother's company to go bankrupt, the second brother to be disfigured, and the third brother to have an accident. In the end, she blamed everything on the girl. Fortunately, God took pity on her and allowed her to be reborn on the very day. Her parents came to take her home. At that time, the adopted daughter had bribed a nurse, putting $10,000 into the girl's bag, trying to frame her as a thief. Having lived once before, the girl calmly stuffed the money under the pillow, then carried her bag to find her mother. Her mother hugged her tightly, but suddenly realized she could hear her daughter's thoughts. Seeing the wounds all over her daughter's body, the mother grew anxious to seek justice for her, but in her heart, the girl thought it was all done by the adopted daughter, and the bribed nurse will be here any second. Yet the mother didn't believe it. The next moment, the nurse ran in, accusing the girl of stealing the money. Only then did the mother realize her daughter's thoughts were true. The girl looked at her mother, thinking she would scold her like in her previous life. But this time, the mother asked her to open her bag. The nurse thought her plan had succeeded, but the bag was completely empty. Then the mother ordered the nurse to be taken to the police station, so the three of them returned home. But as soon as they arrived, the adopted daughter pretended to be pitiful and went on a hunger strike, so that the parents would send the girl back to the orphanage. The father signaled the brother to break down the door, but to their surprise, the adopted daughter was actually eating chips inside, and had even faked her wounds with bandages. Yet the girl had already foreseen all of it. The adopted daughter immediately pretended to cry and apologize, but the brothers softened their hearts again.